Hey everyone, Mitch coming in from the Commander's Core studio. Welcome to the show. So, this just keeps happening. I don't know how, I don't know why, but apparently, I think I heard this was at Best Buy again, but apparently some images on their site leaked again, and just like, whoops, wrong formatting on that, and it came out way too early. Oh no. So yeah, apparently we've got the precons apparently now revealed for Tarkir Dragonstorm. We've got the actual box images of those and some details on them. With all that said, let's jump into them and my predictions for them. Starting things off with Sultai Arisen. So, with this precon, we've got this image showing off apparently a Spirit Dragon as well as a legendary face commander of the precon, or one of these is the face commander. I don't think they actually specified, but basically one of these two is going to be your face commander. There actually are even more details outside of the, again, name, Sultai Arisen. The colors, obviously, Sultai. Fill the graveyard, return with zombie druids, and actually, we actually got a description as well that I'll read right now. Ally with the Sultai to fill your graveyard and return with zombie druids with this black, green, blue commander deck. Command your army with the mythic spirit dragon Taval, or Katis, leader of the Sultai clan. Every Tarkir Dragonstorm commander deck includes 2 traditional foil legendary creature cards featuring gorgeous borderless art. Adept at transforming challenge into opportunity, the Sultai cultivate sprawling land in farms and cities. Not even death can stop them as their powerful necromancers raise the honored dead to continue leading and serving. Very inspiring. Now, when it comes to my predictions for this, though, I decided to go about it in a different way. I am going to, based off of that description, and because, no offense, what's the name of the, Codis? There we go, leader of the Sultai clan. The dragons are cooler, so I'm going to be doing one of the dragons. Yeah, here we go. So I actually made a dragon, the Taval. There you go. This is my rendition of what Taval might be. Again, one of the potential face commanders for this precon. Again, this is a custom card based off of my thoughts on what might happen. I have been very wrong in the past on my predictions. I've also been very right on certain predictions, in fact, actually really close to certain ones. Also very far away from other ones, too. But here we go. 6/4 Dragon Spirit with flying for 5 mana in Sultai. Of course, whenever a creature dies, surveil 1. At the beginning of your end step, choose target creature card in your graveyard. If that card's mana value is less than or equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard, return to the battlefield. Otherwise, put in your hand. So, yeah, I mean, obviously a kind of callback to a other, kind of graveyard commander that you might know. Marin, anyone? No? Okay. But yeah, basically a different way of going about it, and one that essentially cares about death. All kinds of death. Not just death of your own creatures, but death of any creatures out there. And again, doesn't matter if it's token or non-token, does not matter. So get some creatures out there. Maybe take out your opponent's creatures as well. Maybe have some edict effects. Surveil a ton. Again, great card selection with that, but also dumping a ton of things into your graveyard, including, of course, creatures. And then on your end step, just start getting out some amazingly massive creatures. Again, based on the total number of creature cards you have in your graveyard to limit you a bit. But again, if you don't hit that anyways, just bring it back to your hand. So yeah, getting around death. Again, not even death can stop them with a kind of necromancy with this too. So yeah, I think this is a value-centric, essentially, Sultai commander. I think it's pretty spicy. I like it a lot. I like the design personally, and I like that it cares about death of all kinds. So this is my prediction for this one. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. Am I way off, or, could this possibly be around the same? And again, apologies to Codis, who I did not do a custom card on. I put my energy into the dragons because they're cooler. No offense. Okay, next up, moving on to the next precon, the details that we have on this one. Again, this is Jeskai Striker. We can tell by the name on the box, obviously. Cast extra spells, flurry spell effects. So flurry must be a brand new mechanic, essentially, or brand new keyword from this upcoming set, which is interesting. That being said, the description is this. Hit hard and often. Join the Jeskai Spirit Dragon Shiko and former Planeswalker Narset and the Jeskai clan to cast extra spells and flurry spell effects with this blue, red, white commander deck. And then it says the whole same thing about, the 2 traditional foils. But here we go. Led by monk practitioners of the way, the Jeskai seek unity of thought and a shared understanding of reality. Precise, compassionate, and rigorous, they consider it their duty to guide Tarkir to a better future. Most definitely, but who will be guiding that? Well, Narset, you already kind of got a little preview earlier, actually, with the other Narset that's going to be in the set, essentially, with, that one from, if you haven't seen the episode on Narset, there was a spoiler from last night. Regardless, Now we're going to talk about the dragon because dragons are cooler. No offense, but here we go. Shiko, Spirit of the Infinite. This is my rendition of what Shiko very well might be, and I think it's a pretty spicy design. 6/6 Dragon Spirit for 6 mana in Jeskai. Flying. Whenever you cast your first spell each turn, you may reveal a card that shares a card type with it. From your hand, you may cast it up paying its mana cost if it's a spell with lesser mana value. Basically, hey, you know what? Let's just have, some free things. Let's just cast some massive things. Maybe having certain cards in our deck that are, like X spells, essentially, so they can be a variable amount. So we can actually cast those and then cast some slightly smaller things. Again, if they still have lesser mana value, you actually just get to play that, which is free and lovely. So kind of doubling up on your spells. Again, the whole casting extra spells with Jeskai, I didn't go into what I think the flurry mechanic is because I didn't want to be embarrassed too much, but be like, it's this, and it's nowhere near it. I'm already gonna be embarrassed enough by the things I miss on this episode. That being said, again, the extra spells, I do think that this dragon will be all about that, and I think this is a good way of going about it. Kind of Rashmi-ish, but instead of being off the top of the library, out of the hand, you can do some pretty fun effects with that too. I mean, obviously, you could also kind of really take advantage of timing restrictions in some ways too. If you've got some flash creatures too, they could do some weird things with it too. But that being said, yeah, it is one that can definitely double up your spells essentially in a different way. Not doubling up copying the spell, but giving you a different outlet to just cheat something else out that is slightly smaller than it. So yeah, double up your creatures, double up your instants, double up, everything that you want to double up. So especially instants, I think would be very good, obviously, because again, it's each turn, which includes your opponent's turns, unless you've got flash cards. Flash cards. Funny. Anyways, cards that have flash, yes, take advantage of it. So yeah, I think this is a cool design. That's just my opinion on it, though. Let me know your thoughts. Next up, though, let's move on to Mardu with Mardu Surge. And this one has some really sick art in the front. It says, make attacker tokens. Cool. Sacrifice them for value. Seems very, very Mardu. Now, when it comes to the description of this one, we've got strike while the iron is hot. Ally with the Mardu clan to make attacker tokens and sacrifice them for value with this red, white, black commander deck. I mean, it seems like they just copy-pasted the actual, text on this box. It's hey, that's the description. Cool. Anyways, command your army with the mythic spirit dragon Nariv or Zurgo. Zurgo is back. Cool. Leader of the new Mardu. Every Tarkir, and it's got the whole, two gorgeous borderless art. Cool, skip that. The Mardu are nomads who defend and expand their vast territory through agile tactics and the exploitation of weakness. A unified force, they are revered for their lightning-wielding fighters, expert beast riders, and commitment to their clan. And when it comes to the design, sorry, Zurgo, don't hate me forever, but dragons are cooler. So, Dragon! Nariv Stormblade Warchief, a 4/6 dragon spirit with flying that costs 6 mana in Mardu. Whenever Nariv attacks, create X 1/1 white warrior creature tokens that's tapped and attacking, where X is Nariv's power. At the beginning of your second main phase, sacrifice each creature token you control, add red for each token sacrifice this way. This is a commander that I think can be very aggressive and can be one that, well, again, you really want to include ways to obviously get this more power, because when you do, you're swinging with even more things. And if those things are hitting, great, awesome, extra damage to be done. But also, if you have some of them survive, or just have other tokens that you made on that turn, on your second main phase, you're sacrificing them and getting a ton of mana from them potentially as well. So the more power you have, the more value you get out of that, and the more mana you have to do more crazy things. Maybe even build up your army for the next turn, essentially. So, again, you build up an army, but the army's gone. And it actually includes, again, every single creature token you're going to be making. So if you're making other creature tokens, cool. Also sacrifice those for mana too. So utilizing your resources, I do think that this kind of covers the whole making attacker tokens and sacrificing them for value descriptions on the box. But yeah, that's up for you to decide, and up for time to tell, obviously, because at some point the cards are going to come out and it's going to be like, Mitch, you were super wrong. Or Mitch, my goodness. Can you predict the future? No. But yes, let's jump into it on the next one. Moving on to Temur Roar, and my apologies for the weird crop on this one. I'm not sure why it got cut off on the screenshot that was on Reddit, but it did. So there you go. Not that I'm complaining that there are these screenshots on Reddit. I'm not doing that, but I'm saying that it's just sometimes weird when some of this follow a certain uniform way of taking a picture of it, and the other one's completely different for no reason. I don't know. All right, Temur Roar, ramp mana and summon dragons. Seems very simple. Seems very Temur. Okay, so this one's got a description of harness the fury of the dragons. Cool. Join the Temur clan to ramp mana and summon dragons with this green, blue, red commander deck. Ramp mana. Okay, that's just to ramp mana. people say that? I don't know. You like ramp lands. Like you're ramping, but do you ramp mana? I don't know. Okay, anyways, command your army with Ureni, Spirit Dragon of Wisdom, or Jeskai, leader of the Temur clan, and then the whole gorgeous spoilers art. The Temur are a semi-nomadic people who thrive in their northern mountain territory by living in concert with their environment. They're expert hunters, gatherers, and herders, working alongside their formidable animal companions. So cool, awesome, and again, my apologies, Jeskai, but Ureni is cooler. Ureni is a dragon, so here we go. 7/7 Dragon Spirit with flying, Ureni Howl of the Peaks, costing 7 mana in Temur. Okay, so you're going to need to actually ramp to actually get to this, but once you do, look out. Deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 5 cards of your library, put any number of land cards from among them on the battlefield tapped, and the rest into your hand. So, kind of like an ultimatum-ish, but basically not just cheating out every single kind of permanent, because that's kind of ridiculous. That being said, I mean, this is still a 7-mana commander. Being able to get a ton of value, again, on hit, cool. Go get, again, the top 5 cards of your library. At the very least, it's basically like draw 5, and even better, it's like, oh, okay, cool. If there's lands in there, just auto ramp with them as well. So obviously, covering the whole ramping aspect of this, and it being a dragon of wisdom in some ways, essentially. So top of the library, gaining that wisdom off the top of the library. Yeah, I think that kind of covers that. That being said, of course, you are in red. You do have ways to grant double strike. You've got ways to get extra combats. You can get an absurd amount of value out of this. And those lands do come to play tapped. So yeah, I think that's a nice little limitation on that. That probably should be a thing. Otherwise, there'd be some weird, not weird combos, but there's be some more combos and crazy value that you can get off of this. Still, already enough value for you, right? I mean, Temur players out there like, more value, please, more dragons, more dragons. So yeah, I do think that this covers, again, the wisdom aspect, the ramping aspect, and the cool shiny dragon aspect. Let me know your thoughts are on the comments below on it, though. And finally, we've got Abzan armor. And again, apologies for the weird crop at the bottom. Don't know why that happened, but apparently it did. Okay, so Abzan armor, play defenders, turn toughness into power. Seems very straightforward and very cool. And a lot of defender commanders out there, commander players are like, yes, please, another one in different color combination. Yes. I mean, there's also going to be some that are like, my Arcades' strategist deck probably could have utilized another legendary creature in it. That is really awesome. And unfortunately, it's not going to be in the colors. That's okay, though. There's probably going to be some juicy defenders in there, too. So, yeah, defenders are back. Awesome. Yes, bring on the walls. And here is the description for this one. Let your sword... Or wait, I messed that up. Let's start again. Let your shield be your sword. Nailed it. All right, ally with the Abzan clan to play defenders and turn toughness into power with this white, black, green commander deck. Command your army of Abzan's mythic spirit dragon, Bator, or Felothan, Khan of the Abzan clan. Again, every deck includes traditional foils. Cool. All right, the Abzan are stalwart warriors with strong familial bonds who summon their ancestral spirits. They preserve the history and lineage of their clan through impenetrable defenses and sacred ancestral kin trees. So, when it comes to the commander, of course, again, sorry, Felothan, we've got Bator. So, Bator is cool. It's a dragon. Kin Tree Guardian, a 1/5 dragon spirit with flying for 5 mana. And if that was it, it'd be garbage. That being said, each creature controller defender assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power and can attack as though it didn't have defender. So, different kind of Arcades, and it's going about it in a different way because when Bator, Kin Tree Guardian, attacks, it gets +X until after X the greatest toughness among creatures with defender you control. So again, specifically, it's not just like any kind of creature out there, essentially, so it can't just pump itself. It's like, okay, I swing, extra 5 power, ha ha ha! No, unless it also had defender somehow, which is, I don't know if you can really grant a defender, but you probably could in a really weird way. That being said, yeah, get some walls out, get some creatures defender out, and all of a sudden, this can just become absolutely massive in no time. I mean, obviously, get a lot of value out of getting low-to-the-ground walls out, get a lot of low-to-ground, defenders out, have an absurd amount of toughness, swing with them like you would in an Arcades' strategist deck, but also turn your commander into a heavy hitter as well. The heaviest hitter on the board, essentially, because whatever your greatest toughness is, that's also your greatest power, essentially, and that also becomes additional power and toughness for your commander. You can easily turn it into a, 2-shot KO, or, 3-shot KO, maybe even a 2-shot KO, and of course, again, you have double strike effects, you are in white, 1-shot KO can definitely get you there as well, so it can be like a Defender/Voltron-y type strategy, and I think it'll be a lot of fun. A really, really, really cool dragon that I really, really hope happens. Please give us another avenue for defenders, essentially. Please. We'd love to see it. So yeah, Defender Dragon should be fun. But again, at the end of the day, these are just predictions. Again, I do want to say that all of these things I've shown so far, I mean, the actual images of the things, again, they are leaks, so I guess I should have said that earlier probably too. They are not confirmed to be real. That being said, they look incredibly real, and I believe I saw that someone said that they were posted on Best Buy, so it's like, okay, like, Best Buy, someone at Best Buy would have to, like, fake an image and then put it out and then probably get fired. And then I don't know why they would do that, so I'd assume that this is real, and they look incredibly real. But yeah, again, the dragons that I showed off, those are my own custom images. Those are my own custom designs. So we'll see. Again, in the past, I have been right on certain things. I've been wrong on certain things, but I really want to see Cheval Bloom with the Rotting because I think it'd be super cool. So Wizards, please have it be something like this, please. Yes? No? Okay, let me know if you think I'm going to be close on any of these or super far away. Or actually, again, the commanders that I didn't bring into this, again, those, the leaders of the clans, let me know what your thoughts are on those and what they could do as well. And with that, this episode is coming to a close, so it's my turn to hear from you. In the comments below, let me know your thoughts are on this episode. And of course, as always, thanks again and have a good one. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all of their support.